Hey radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
So big movie news yesterday afternoon, and it's not related to Deadpool and Wolverine, which is out today. Inside Out 2 is now the highest grossing animated movie of all time.
Wow.
It was on track to do this, to accomplish this, weeks and weeks ago, but now it's official, surpassing Frozen 2. So, yeah, now the highest grossing animated movie of all time. And I still don't know anybody besides Rob that's seen it.
What's it mean? Like $1.6 billion.
$1 billion.
That's crazy. And it's not done yet. It's still going. It's still in theaters and everything.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what it's about.
Rob can probably explain it better, but the characters are the emotions of a young girl.
Oh, yeah.
It's like inside her head.
Yeah.
And you're booing...
It's fantastic. I mean, it's probably twists and turns.
Yeah.
Everywhere,
Yeah.
If it's coming from inside somebody's head,
Yeah, absolutely. And you're booing it because you just didn't like it, Rob?
It wasn't good.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Is it one that's made specifically, though, for children? It's not a children and an adults animated thing?
I think it's one of the ones that's more geared towards adults because it's got a lot of adult themes, like hidden in the movie.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what Disney adults tell you. This one's actually more for adults.
More for adults.
There is a Disney movie out today that is absolutely directed at adults. It's rated R. It's Deadpool and Wolverine. That is out today in some preview showings, expected to be the highest grossing rated R movie of all time with the biggest opening for an R-rated movie of all time. So that is starring Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, as we pointed out, or somebody, I think TJ pointed out yesterday, not an American film because one of them's Canadian, one of them's Australian. Something about Disney doing that seems a little odd.
Yeah, taking jobs away from Americans.
Wolverine ain't American. Yeah. But a lot of people are going to go check that out today.
Is that Rob? You're seeing it today, right, Rob?
Yeah,
okay.
6 p.m.
Okay.
6 p.m. This is the first time he's going to see it.
Yes, but these are the tickets he bought. What, in May?
Something around the day they were available.
The day they were available.
He's going to go see it for the second time next week. Yep. So just going to really cram a lot of Deadpool and Wolverine in there for the next couple of days. Southwest is trending because they announced yesterday that they're going to end open seating for its flyers starting in 2025, the biggest change in their business model in 53 years. So they're done with open seating, and they're going to give more leg room to the passengers. They said they need to increase profits.
Yeah, I was just about to say, other airlines have passengers. Southwest has flyers.
Yeah, exactly.
And Southerners never fly. They take a plane ride.
I don't know that I've ever flown on Southwest. I don't know if the experiences are good or not.
This is going to mess it up.
I've only flown it twice, and it was great.
My wife flies all the time from Charlotte to Nashville to see our daughter. Loves it.
And it's a positive experience. Mm-hmm. So how does increasing leg room make them more profits?
That I don't understand, because it seems like they would have to take out seats to increase leg room.
That's what I would have thought.
Unless they're going to take out some seats, increase your leg room, and then bump the prices up.
Maybe make the prices a little higher. Maybe make the seats a little bit more narrow.
We'll see.
Riggins, didn't you feature a place on the One-Star Strip Club reviews on Extra Funny, a place called The Leg Room?
I think so. I think that's exactly what it was. So those are just a few things that are now trending.
You will not believe what is hot with teenagers these days, because it's something we, for years, generation upon generation, have tried to hide it. Not anymore. Next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
A little something's going to make you go, what? I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing. There was an article in the New York Post this week about pimple patches. Now, forever, generation after generation after generation of teenagers have tried to hide their pimples, but not anymore. That's not the way it works now. Thanks to pimple patches. They're little stickers that go on your face and cover your zits, and they're medicated so they keep bacteria out and help them heal faster. Not a totally new product. They've been around a long time, but they were always clear or skin tone. Well, now they've completely changed. They're becoming more bold, almost as if you're bragging about how many pimples you have on your face now, because your face will be covered with stars or these little bright colored circles.
Yeah, you see them a lot on TikTok when women do their morning sheds, is what they call them.
So stars are the most common, which is why I mentioned stars, but they come in all different shapes. You can get them in different colors so that they coordinate with your outfit. So essentially, it's referred to obviously as owning your acne is kind of what's made it trendy. So you could have 15 zits on your face and show up at school with 15 stars on your face. Everybody's like, you look fabulous.
Yeah.
The biggest brand is called Starface. They say for the past 2 years, they've been selling about 500 patches a minute, which is pretty shocking. They say they've also in schools become a form of currency, trade them for like snacks or give me 5 stars and I give you my apple.
Yeah, and
whatever.
part of that is today's culture and their war on beauty. They don't want things to be beautiful, so they come up with these crazy ideas instead of just healing it. And you walk around with stickers on your face. But they're called stars because when we were young, Ace, you remember Oxy's commercials that were so famous? Go, while you slept, the zits came out like stars. And then so Starface was born from that.
Think there's some good to it if you're not going to be. If you're not going to feel horrible about yourself all the time, that's good for you. If you find a way to kind of own that and take advantage of it, that's wonderful.
Mm-hmm. I don't know about the term owning it.
Own it.
Own it.
I wish I was able to own it when I had acne. I still get acne.
Right. Well, when you had it, you wish you were able to sell it and not own it anymore.
So my mom was like, "We'll just get you some cold cream." It's like, Mom, I'm only 14, but I'm pretty sure cold cream is not the answer.
Why you got all them pimples on your face?
Yeah.
My dad's theory was always just rubbing alcohol. Get a cotton ball, rub
I knew
alcohol.
some people did that.
And it would
dries it out, right?
Oh yeah, like your face, the rest of your face would be just cracking like a dry lake bed.
I had a friend who put liquid paper on his.
I've heard of that too.
Did that work?
Yeah,
liquid
because
paper?
it dries up, and then when you brush away the liquid paper or scratch it off, the zit's gone.
Toothpaste, we used to do toothpaste. Listerine was some people you would do.
I heard of toothpaste. I didn't know Listerine would do it.
Alcohol.
Yeah, it's just alcohol.
Alcohol. Yeah. Well, I knew Listerine was alcohol.
Yeah.
My dad was drinking Listerine on the back of his car for a while. Oh, that turned sad. All right.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Our friend Richard Toccato of the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and you got a lot of pressure on you right now with the credit card debt. Let Richard help you. What are you going to do?
We're going to skip summer and make payments in the fall. How about that?
Nice.
And the best part about it is they're going to do that using the equity in your very own home. All you have to do is let Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies walk you through the process. It starts with one free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So the NFL has come out with their schedule, and already they're saying 5 NFL games Taylor Swift will not be at this year. I mean, it's hot and heavy already. Now, I don't mind a couple things. I don't think Taylor Swift is doing anything intentionally to stir up, more NFL drama and all that kind of stuff. She's just going to watch her boyfriend play football. He happens to be on a very popular team, and she happens to be the biggest star in the world. So that's just kind of what happens. But I will say this. the Kelsey brothers have a podcast, and they seem to be everywhere these days. And the Kelsey brothers now have their own cereal. And I realized earlier this week, I don't want them to go away. I just could use a little less of the Kelsey brothers in my life. Just a little, just dial it back a notch until football season starts, maybe. That's kind of where I am with that. Just a little less. What could you use a little less of in your life? Like, it's not so overexposed that you want it to go away. It can be a thing, an item, or a person. But you're just like, I just need you to dial it back. Maybe take a week off.
Yeah.
What would it be in your life? Is there anything else that you think, I could use a little less of that? Like at the moment, I could use a little less politics in my life.
Yeah.
Because, and it's hard to do with everything that's been going on because we still got all the way until November before this thing is over.
Yeah. You just got to turn it off. I get that one too.
I don't.
So a little less of Kelsey brothers, a little less, I'll still kind of vaguely keep up with it. Just take a break for a second or so.
Yeah, that's what I was saying the other day, causing the Hootie and the Blowfish of the podcast.
Yeah.
Were oversaturation.
What else is out there that you can just use a little bit less of? Anything come to mind immediately?
Politics. And that's my big one.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Because but in that case, it's very important. So you want to keep up with it, but there's a lot going on.
Yeah, Disney seems to like infiltrate every entertainment product now. Right. It's like, it's a lot of Disney stuff.
It's a lot of Disney. I'm not there yet on Deadpool, but I don't think it's going to be long.
Yeah.
Within the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be like, I can use a little less of Deadpool.
Yeah, but it's like Disney everything.
Yeah, Disney does seem to own everything these days. Yeah. Use a little less Disney.
Mm-hmm. I could use a little less of people on social media who think volume equals comedy, who just think that if they start yelling at the camera that it's going to make it funny, or volume equals energy.
Right. That's a good one.
You don't have to be yelling.
Yeah. So what do you got? At the Ace TJ show, what is it in your life that you're like, I can just use a little bit less. Then you don't want it to go away. Maybe you enjoy it. You just need to dial it back a notch just for a little bit.
This is the Ace and TJ show.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and he's all about options. That's what you're always saying. I got options. What are the options?
The options are to get the equity out of your house at the most cost-effective way that's going to save you the most amount of money, paying off credit cards, home improvement, whatever you want to do.
And that's one of the reasons you would use the Richard Toccato Companies instead of a bank, because they give you so many options. And it all starts with one free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group.
Live each weekday on your radio, anytime you want, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
They said the damage from that, what do you call it, that software glitch on Friday? Fortune 500 companies alone, over $5 billion that they can trace directly. Like all these directly lost money. They say it's way more than that, but that's all they can really do. Oh, Ed, excuse me, apologies to Simone Biles from the Ace and TJ show. We mentioned yesterday, Simone Biles probably not staying in the Olympic Village in one of those cardboard beds. Turns out she is. We had some people on Twitter that hit us up and said, oh yeah, they're there.
Yeah, I had heard that she was staying in that.
She has a roommate and everything.
Yeah.
Just one of the regular things. She's not like the NBA team that stays somewhere else.
Is that dog with her the whole time?
I don't know. I don't know if the dog's going to be on site. His name's Beacon. He's the therapy dog for the USA gymnast team.
Yeah.
Gymnastics team.
What does that mean? Does the dog stay on the side in the arena?
I don't know
how that works.
I don't know. It's going to be the first Olympics that they're going to have one there.
Do other countries have them as well?
I don't know.
Well, I saw a thread on Twitter yesterday that I found kind of interesting about past Olympic sports. And, as technology advances, new things come in. It's weird, some of the stuff that used to be an Olympic sport. So, has it ever been an Olympic sport? Motorboat racing. Was motorboat racing ever an Olympic sport?
I'll say no.
No.
Yes.
Yes. 1908. They did it one time and were like, "God, that's really not a sport. We're not going to do that." Has billiards ever been an Olympic sport?
Yes.
I would think so.
No.
No.
No, it never has.
No.
Is rock climbing an Olympic sport?
No.
Riggins?
I don't want to get laughed at again. I don't know.
Yes. Debuted in the 2020
course.
Tokyo Olympics.
Dang, I
course
got none
it
of them
is.
wrong. So right.
Has it ever been an Olympic sport? Tug of war.
Yes.
Please, yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
From 1900 to 1920, the tug of war was an Olympic sport.
It's more of the athletic event than motorboat racing.
I saw
would
it yesterday.
imagine.
They had a picture of it in this Twitter feed, and I was like, they should bring the tug of war. I want to see the tug of war as an Olympic
Yeah.
sport. I'd like to see them bring that
Bring
back.
the slapping contest. I think that needs to be in the Olympics. Those women, those big European women
Yeah.
that slap the heck out of each other in a cage. That should be in there.
Has parkour ever been an Olympic sport?
No.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, it's not. Which is crazy. I think that kind of could be. Surfing, an Olympic sport?
Yes.
It should be.
Okay, it is. Esports.
Not yet, but it probably will be.
Not yet, but it's on their list of things to chart and watch. And finally, has it ever been an Olympic sport? Balloon racing.
I don't.
Hell
What is
yeah.
that?
Racing hot air balloons.
Oh, a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
No.
It was the 1920 Olympics.
How do you race a hot air like racing upwards?
No. When you get up, then you got to maneuver it forward.
Really?
Yeah.
I would watch that. Just on the off chance that something bad happens. I mean, you got it. I mean, that's what you think.
You'd be stuck with it all day, though, watching it because
Yeah,
it goes
But
slowly.
it's not fast.
It's not going to be a really fast-moving sport.
It's like watching hockey. You just want to see the fights.
Riggins are now trending coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and you know you got a lot of pressure on you right now with the credit card debt. Let Richard help you. What are you going to do?
We're going to skip summer and make payments in the fall. How about that?
Nice.
And the best part about it is they're going to do that using the equity in your very own home. All you have to do is let Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies walk you through the process. It starts with one free 5-minute phone call. 704-800-4719. 704-800-4719 or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
Happy National Chili Dog Day. Love to see it.
Ooh.
Better than just regular hot dog day. Chili dog, probably my favorite way to enjoy a hot dog.
I haven't had a chili dog in forever.
Now, they don't say chili cheese dog, but I would imagine that's part of the chili dog. Maybe it's not, but I love a chili cheese dog. Oh my gosh, so
Today
good.
is also National Intern Day, so people could send their interns out to get them some chili dogs for lunch.
Absolutely.
And celebrate your day by having you run out and get me some lunch.
Hey, that's part of the gig.
Side note, I saw something today. I think I want to try this. It's a Sloppy Joe grilled cheese.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it looks unbelievable.
On a bun or just like the regular
No, on
regular
toast.
bread?
It's a grilled cheese sandwich. And they put the cheese into Sloppy Joe and then put cheese over the top of it.
I'm into that.
Texas
totally.
toast,
Yes, it was
Texas.
the one. The example
Or
I
is
saw
it-
was Texas toast.
or as the Cajuns call it, toast bread.
Toast spread.
That's what they call toast. It's toast bread.
I just,
Rising there.
it's not a special day for that. It made me think about it. I was like, I saw it a couple days ago. It looks incredible.
I can't picture you eating that, quite honestly.
Oh, I can.
Go get some
No,
chili
you're
cheese
eating
dogs.
protein oatmeal.
Drip it down my chest.
So, some movie news. Inside Out 2 is now the highest grossing animated movie of all time. Over $1 billion. It's almost approaching $2 billion now, I think. And this is surpassing Frozen 2, which previously held the record as the highest grossing animated movie of all time.
And a much
So-
better film.
And you liked Frozen 2?
Yeah, Frozen 2 is a much better film.
Who's your favorite? I know.
He's so petty. He takes his movies so seriously.
But Frozen 2?
Yeah, it's good.
Frozen 2? I agree. I mean, you got Lion King, you got Toy Story. We're talking about The Incredibles, all these great movies.
Even as a quickly approaching 40-year-old man, watching animated shows or Pixar or whatever is one thing.
Yeah.
But an animated full-length feature movie that's all about princesses and castles and things, and the handsome prince and knights, that's even more weird to me.
Okay, well, Frozen and Frozen 2 are great films. And yes, they're films. They're masterpieces.
Yeah.
They're masterpieces.
By the way, if you adjust for inflation, all of this gets totally knocked out of whack.
Good.
Leaving the originals still at number 1?
Yeah, no. If you adjust for inflation, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs will be the top charting animated movie of all time, with right at $2 billion.
Okay.
Like, it's that much bigger than all these others. It's all about the price of the movie.
Okay. That makes sense.
Because they go off the gross. So I just looked it up. The highest grossing animated movies adjusted for inflation, it changes everything then.
Was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs a masterpiece, Rob?
It's one of them. Yeah.
It's one of them. Absolutely. Love to see it.
How many emotional tears do you shed when watching Hello Kitty? Rob?
Hello Kitty's a little girl, and I don't like that.
So in your face. But those are just a few things that are now trending.
All right, it's bad when you're stealing, but it's really, really bad when you're stealing from the church. So we've got that coming up, and the loving couple that hit a little rough patch, Billy Ray and Fire Rose, they're in the news now because some leaked tapes have come out. We'll get into all that coming up next.
It's radio. It's a podcast. It's the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show. More next.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
A while back, it was big news in the celebrity world that Billy Ray Cyrus and his Forever Plus One Fire Rose split up, and we were all shocked at the turn of events. And he said that I forgot how he worded it in the official, or his lawyers worded it, but somehow. That she didn't represent herself as to who she really was, or things like that. Yeah, married under false pretenses and things. And then she said that he was just mean to her and all of these other things. Well, yesterday, a tape of Billy Ray has leaked, and this article that I found the story refers to it as he was a tape of him verbally abusing her. What? So I don't know what determines verbal abuse or just yelling.
That's a hard one. That's a tough one.
So maybe we listen to it together and determine, is this verbal abuse or him just yelling?
Okay, here we go.
It's 9:15, you idiot.
It's not 9:15.
I needed to leave 2 hours ago.
No, you didn't. You can still leave and get there. And
I had to go when I was ready to go. You will not listen. I don't surgery. This ain't about nothing. This is about you being a selfish. I don't think you're real smart. This would not be happening if you would have just shut your mouth Look what a mess you've made.
So he never hit her or anything. There's nothing like that. He was just yelling at her, and they were fighting. He was upset. And then they also said that he was either referring somewhere in there to Miley or Tish, his ex-wife, as the devil. So
Yikes.
It sounds like he's been yelling for a while.
Yeah. I think that could be counted as verbal abuse. What is the name calling part of it? Is the part that's the worst to me.
I don't think you're very smart.
You can be mad and say I needed to leave, whatever. You're not paying attention, all that kind of stuff. But when you start saying you're stupid, effing B or whatever, it's like, you probably went a little bit too far. But I mean, hey,
If she said it to him, would they write the story as Fire Rose was verbally abusing Billy Ray?
I'm not sure that they would, but they should.
Did he sound like Stone Cold Steve Austin now to anybody else?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably because he's heard his voice from yelling so much. So then his response to this getting out on his Instagram story yesterday, he said, quote, "Hell yeah, I was at my wit's end. I had no idea she was arrested for felony residential burglary. Everything I thought I knew about her was a lie. She was trying to take over my career, my life, and usurp the Cyrus name for her own gain." First of all, good for Billy Ray for using a term like usurp.
Yeah.
That's shocking.
Something about that.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lawyer wrote that. But when you hear that voice go, "You don't seem so smart," and it's like, well, you don't sound like Einstein.
And then he put, "See you in court." Mm-hmm.
Love that.
All right, so we'll have to keep an eye on that situation.
I don't think we've heard the last of this scenario yet.
We haven't.
I don't think they're not going to be settling out of court anytime soon on this one.
It's radio. It's a podcast. It's the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show. More next.
Our friend Richard Toccato of the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and you got a lot of pressure on you right now with the credit card debt. Let Richard help you. What are you going to do?
We're going to skip summer and make payments in the fall. How about that?
Nice.
And the best part about it is they're going to do that using the equity in your very own home. All you have to do is let Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies walk you through the process. It starts with one free 5-minute phone call. 704-800-4719. 704-800-4719 or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
It's been a debate here for years.
Does great furniture look good?
Or does it feel good?
Does it fit the style of the room good?
Or does it sit good?
Well, after years of debate
and years of research,
we've decided great furniture
is good fitting
and good sitting.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and get an Adirondack chair for just $279. In stock and ready to rock only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Live each weekday on your radio, anytime you want, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Okay. The bad situation in the church. This is in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Nothing good is in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, except for the people. There's some kind of a college there or something. It's not much to speak of. Just kidding, of course. But I didn't know this. And Riggins, you may be shocked by this as well. The story is about Tuscaloosa Catholic Church.
Okay.
Did you know that Tuscaloosa had a Catholic church?
There are many Catholic churches in Alabama.
That?
Yeah. Who knew?
I did.
We had one in my hometown of Winfield, Louisiana.
Sure.
Just one, though.
Yeah.
That's all they would allow. The city, mayor's office.
We're used to it.
One. But anyway, this administrative assistant there, who is 35 years old, entered a guilty plea Tuesday in the Tuscaloosa courtroom and pled guilty to embezzling $300,000 from the church. But they say that she spent $220,000 of that in TikTok coins to give to influencers.
What? I've heard of this.
$220,000 she's
Most
been
of
giving
it.
away to people on TikTok?
Most of the money she embezzled.
About a year ago, there was a story about a church administrator that had embezzled money from the church to buy lives on Candy Crush. And it was many, many thousands of dollars.
So how do you get addicted to giving influencers coins?
How do you get? You must really love them.
You just have to keep getting there.
I bet they do it live and they get their name mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, you
It's
must
a way
love being.
they must get some kind of attention out of the deal, because I know I've seen people live on TikTok, which baffles me sometimes. But they probably they say like, "Oh, thanks, thanks TJ for shouting me out and giving me 10,000 coins or whatever."
You got to really love whoever you're watching, because those people are basically just panhandling. They're not even doing content. They're just kind of existing on live.
So she could have been doing it with a charitable heart.
Maybe
220,000 of 300,000 going to TikTok coins.
I'm dying to know who the TikTok creator was that.
Do you think it was just one or just a couple?
I don't know.
Maybe. Not a bunch of them. I'll just like flinging it, making it rain TikTok coins.
Are you more disappointed in her that she didn't profit from it personally and gave it all to people on TikTok? Does that make it better or worse?
I think it makes it worse. Yeah.
Like, man, at least you could have used that money to build an addition to your house or put in a pool or something. You
Something fun.
Whatever you got a bunch of TikTok people you gave it to.
And you know what? I think is the first sign, Ace, that it makes it worse that she was giving it to TikTok people. Yeah. Because the headline reads, "Ex-employee pleads guilty to stealing $300,000 from Alabama church to buy gifts for TikTokers." If she'd have just been buying clothes and stuff, they wouldn't have said that.
They would never point it out.
She's
You're
giving
right.
it to TikTokers.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Hey, we're here once again with our friend Richard Toccato with the Richard Toccato Companies, and there are a lot of people in credit card debt right now. I mean, the credit card debt is hot. Now, Richard is the guy that could possibly be relieving you of that credit card heat.
That's right. Let's cool you off for summer. Ooh. No payments till fall, and get rid of all the credit card debt. Ace, we paid off $67,000 with the extra equity that everybody is gaining in this market. Literally, she is saving $1,326 a month. If you have credit card debt, get rid of it. Take the pressure off.
This is a member of the radio family who is saving $1,326 a month, all using the equity within her home, all because she called 704-800-4719 and let Richard show her how it works. Or you can also go to homewithrichard.com. But again, you've got the money right there. Let the Richard Toccato Companies help you. 704-800-4719, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Live each weekday on your radio, anytime you want, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show.
Ace, being a lover of the lottery.
Yeah.
This
my retirement plan.
This story turned out well, but could have been disastrous for a lottery fella. So imagine you're just minding your own business and you get a call from a detective from the Tennessee State Police. And the detective says, sir, just wanted to inform you that you have won $1 million in the Tennessee lottery. You go, what in the world is a cop calling me and telling me this for? Well, what had happened was this guy...
I apologize.
It's okay. This guy went into a convenience store, a Shell gas station in Tennessee. He bought 2 lottery tickets. He scratched them and was in a hurry, and he handed them to the clerk and said, are these winners? And the guy checked out the first one, and he said, yeah, this is $40. You won $40, which he did. And then he said, but the other one is the loser. So the guy threw the ticket in the trash can on his way out after he got his $40 from the clerk. And then the clerk went over and dug it out of the trash can because it had really hit for $1 million, according to the story.
$1 million.
Mm-hmm. And so when he went to the lottery office, he was doing something that made them suspicious. And they went back and looked at the security footage from the cameras in the store and saw what happened. And then he dug it out of the trash can, the whole thing. And then they had to figure out who the guy was on the camera who actually bought it, and then get in touch with him and say, hey, this guy tried to scam you. You actually won $1 million. So he just buying 2 lottery tickets and one of them wins 40 is good luck.
Yeah.
But if one of them wins 40 and the other one wins $1 million, you got angels traveling with you, brother. Right there.
Wow. Both of his tickets hit.
Hit means one?
One. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Both of them hit.
Yeah. Started to confuse you with some lottery speak there.
You tell me both of them hit.
He hit on both of them, man.
This thing hit for $3.
That's right.
Got his money back.
I had a lottery ticket.
Crazy.
I had a lottery ticket 2 weeks ago. I've still got it in my pocket. I got to take it over to the lottery place today and cash in because I got 3 of the numbers. Not the Powerball. I got of the 5 numbers. It's 5 numbers in the Powerball. I got 3 of them.
How much does that pay?
$7.
Oh,
you know what that is? That's
3 more tickets.
3.5 more tickets.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when they scan them, that usually makes like a loud noise if you win something. I wonder if he was just like, oh, it's malfunctioning. Sorry.
Honestly,
Does it really?
if somebody scanned one like that, I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know what sound it makes.
It makes like a victory. It's a good sound. It sounds like victory.
like a slot machine or something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Sounds like the pearly gates opening.
the ultimate victory.
But when I never do scratch offs, when somebody gives me a scratch off, like in the stocking or something at Christmas, I never know whether I won or not either. I just look, it's got all the numbers.
Yeah.
I never, because they're all different rules.
That's why you can take it and they'll scan it.
Yeah, right. And then they do like this, dude. Yeah.
I love lottery talk.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
Home Depot is trending today. Has everybody seen those videos of people lining up outside of Home Depot to get in there to buy those Halloween products?
No.
Oh, yeah, because they're putting them out early and they're on sale. And it's like that, what do you call it, that bride, when they used to do the brides, running of the brides, where they'd rush in and get the dresses.
Exactly. So the Halloween stuff was available online last week, but now it's available in store. And apparently it's such a hot item that people are lining up outside of their Home Depot to run in and get this stuff. Halloween decorations.
So wait, they line up, and then when they unlock the door at Home Depot and it opens, everybody rushes in, and it's a Halloween free-for-all.
Yeah, like they have the display.
Black Friday used to be.
Exactly. But it's for Halloween stuff. So some of the things you can get is a 12-foot skeleton.
Hell yeah.
A 12-foot animated levitating Grim Reaper.
What?
Sickle and everything.
Although the levitating makes it sound kind of cool.
He is floating. A 14-foot giant-sized LED skeleton archway for $129, a 7-foot witch for $250. So it's not cheap stuff, but they're huge. Mm-hmm. They're basically, I don't know, I would have called them inflatables, but they're just huge decorations for your yard.
Yeah, and it's sad that you don't have the same kind of hysteria over people trying to get a manger scene.
Truer words, my friend.
Sad state of affairs.
I want to
going in to get devilment.
We need to be rushing to go get the nativities.
Yeah, if you get in there and get baby Jesus for the activity scene.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that makes a lot of sense.
I just looked up at that levitating Reaper. It is cool looking.
Hell yeah, just out there levitating, bringing horror to the children.
Like old Dua Lipa said with the baby.
That's right.
Levitating.
It's got horror hanging in the tree.
Exactly. There's a new Twinkie flavor hitting stores this October. It's a mystery Twinkie, which sounds almost inappropriate, a mystery Twinkie, but you're not sure what the flavor of the cream is going to be on the inside. Is that interesting? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I mean, I'd try. I mean, because were you going to bite down into it and the cream is black licorice flavor? I mean, it's going to be good either way.
It's probably going to be okay. When was the last time you had a Twinkie?
A couple weeks ago. My little friend Jenny keeps them on hand at her house. She buys huge boxes of them at Sam's, so they're just readily available.
Who buys Twinkies? You got to be a certain kind of person to buy Twinkies in bulk. That is another level of big backness. That's funny. And then King Charles III getting a $60 million raise this year. Love to see that for him.
He's getting his raise is $60 million?
That is correct. So, he's got a lot of expenses, a lot of bills.
Who pays him?
Wow.
Yeah, those are just a few things that are now trending.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So on Tuesday night, I did a Facebook Live. It's called the Ace and TJ Experience, hosted by me, and I kind of give you a behind-the-scenes look at the Ace and TJ show. That happens like every fourth Tuesday. But this past one, it happens at 7 p.m. Eastern, so my normal bedtime is like 5. So I stay up later, and you know what? If the beers are flowing, so be it. And somebody got in the comments and said, Riggins, you would win the gold medal for beer drinking. And I said, I responded something like, I don't know if I'd win the gold medals. And then I went, oh, no, yeah, you're right. I'd probably win the gold medal because I was slurring a little bit, just a little bit. It just caught me right there at the end. It wasn't because I was drunk, but I thought that was kind of funny. You'd win the gold medal for beer drinking. Then I slurred in defending myself. So maybe they were
wrong. You were wrong, sir. I would win the gold medal for beer drinking.
I think I held it together pretty well, but they picked up on something. But, it's Olympics fever. Everybody's getting really excited for the Olympics. I know Ace is because, he's a big Olympics fan.
USA. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Let's show the world who's boss.
Yeah, absolutely.
Make it happen.
So what would you win the gold medal in? Any regular activity or something you just like to enjoy? Like I think Rob would win the gold medal in eating Little Caesars pizza. Or last week he was having hot dogs every day. He would win the gold medal in hot dog eating. TJ's little friend Jenny would probably win the gold medal in ordering McDonald's more than anybody in the area.
She averages, I think, going twice a day. Once during the day for an extra large unsweet tea. And then last thing she does of the day at night is to go get the McDouble combo with a basket of fries and a strawberry shake. No. 2 McDoubles, a basket of fries, and a strawberry shake.
That's unreal.
A little nightcap.
Yeah.
Nothing is going to send you into La La Land. Like 2 McDoubles, a basket of fries, and a shake.
That's awesome.
I love that for her. So what is it for you? What would you win the gold medal in that's not a sport? Just a regular activity or something that you're just great at? At the Ace TJ Show. We'll get your answers next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to Bradham Brothers.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
The Olympics upon us, beginning tomorrow. Everybody's very excited. Go Team USA in everything. I don't care what it is. I just want to see Team USA win.
And I always like to see our uniforms. Like we should have we have the best colors. We should have the best uniform.
I heard the Australian outfits are really ugly, and they're all complaining how goofy they are.
Don't they have yellow in, like in that one of the yellow and green?
Yellow and green. I want to see Australia just get beaten and everything.
Why?
Because I can't stand Australia. They're getting loud, and after that swimmer was talking crap about our national anthem,
Yeah, but she didn't even make
you're
the
an
team.
indicted.
She didn't even make their own team.
They're all going to pay the price.
Okay, everybody pay. Well, hey,
Can't
everybody
stand
has to pay the
Australia.
price in this deal. I'm sorry, it's the Olympics. That's the deal.
I'm going to come down there and slap you around, Australia. So what would you win the gold medal in? Somebody commented the other night during my live stream that I would win the gold medal in beer drinking, which is flattering, but I don't know that I'd win the gold. What would you win the gold medal in? Regular activities. Adam said, I would win the gold medal in attracting mosquitoes. That sucks.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes don't like me. I'm just lucky like that, I guess.
And they say that if you're a cancer survivor and you've had to have chemotherapy at some point, that mosquitoes are drawn to you more.
Whoa. Really?
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I would love to know how
It
that
may not
happens.
be true, but that's what I heard.
Yeah. Valerie said, I would win the gold medal in the number of passwords I've forgotten. And she adds the note. She said, Riggins, can you keep up with them like you do for TJ? I think I'm out of passwords. I saw somebody post that. You know, I think I'm fresh out. I'm fresh out of passwords.
My saving grace is the passwords are all now in your phone.
Yeah. Well, yesterday I had to help you get into something.
Well, yeah, but that wasn't because of the password. I just wasn't able to do it because I had to have a what do you call it? A
computer?
No. I had to have somebody who was already in our Facebook page initiate me becoming an administrator again.
I panicked. I said, oh, I can't keep up with two other people's passwords and mine. I'm really screwed now.
I could still get into Facebook. I just had knocked myself out as an administrator somehow. I don't know how I did it. And I was like, I need you to ask me to be an administrator again.
Yeah, so those are good. Ladies, if you ever get attacked by a bear, there's one thing in your car that will save your life. Coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and you know he's all about options. That's what you're always saying. I got options. I got options. What are the options?
The options are to get the equity out of your house at the most cost-effective way that's going to save you the most amount of money, paying off credit cards, home improvement, whatever you want to do.
And that's one of the reasons you would use the Richard Toccato Companies instead of a bank, because they give you so many options. And it all starts with one free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Live each weekday on your radio, anytime you want, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So my name is Riggins. I don't have a lot of passions, a ton of passions, but one of them is stories about animal attacks. And I've shared a few of the stories that I found interesting over the years, but and it's not really the attack itself, it's how people respond after the attack, whether or not they want to abolish all the animals that attacked them, if they harbor some resentment towards the animal, or if they, you know, commit their lives to saving the species. I think it's fascinating. Like the woman that was attacked by the chimpanzee, ripped her face off. I mean, it's horrifying stuff. But she got an interesting story to tell. And now there's a new one, a woman, a mother, at the end of June, traveling through the Canadian Trail in the Yukon, walking there with her German Shepherd, comes around the corner, sees a pack of grizzly bears. Now, if you don't know, grizzly bears are huge.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
They're pretty large. And she said immediately, the bears charged her. She turns around. The dog is already like scampering. A German Shepherd probably good for an intruder, not good against a grizzly bear. She said by the time she turned around, she didn't even make it all the way around. The bear was on her, clawing at her back, deep lacerations. But she knew, being an avid hiker, that there's one rule when you're dealing with a grizzly: you just try to play dead, because you're not going to win a fight against a grizzly bear. Black bear, you have a better chance. Grizzly bear. So she did exactly what you're supposed to do. She falls to the ground and covers her head. That's what they say. Cover your head. She said the only thing that saved her life was her hair clip, one of those claws, you know, that you secure your hair back with. She said the bear bit into it, crushed that plastic clip in its mouth, hurt its mouth, and then scampered off. So, whenever you're hiking, make sure you have one of those huge plastic claws in your hair, because it could save your life from
or in your hand, so that you can just shove it in the bear's mouth when it attacks you.
I've seen people use those in like fights and stuff like that. In high school, we had that.
Yeah.
They used it sort of like makeshift
brass knuckles,
kind of. Yeah.
Interesting.
So,
or maybe you just take a gun with you when you're walking through the woods.
Well, it was Canada, so I don't know if you can have a gun in Canada.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
I don't know. Maybe you can, but yeah, or just bring a gun.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Hey, radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ Family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.